एक बार अंदर कर दो, कैमरा उस गेट से रोटेट करो, वहाँ से एंट्री होगी, ठीक है, एंट्री दिखता है, तो कैमरा उधर घुमाएगा, घुमाता है, बस यहाँ से एंट्री ना, एंट्री दिखता है, तो इधर आ जाना, इधर से एंट्री मारेगा, थोड़ा दिखता है, उसी के ऊपर होगा।
ब्लिंक कर रहा है अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, बैठ जाना। लाइव है,
Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will now enter the hall. You may please rise and remain standing till all the members of the procession have taken their seats. May I request all of you to switch off your mobile phones and please keep them switched off during the entire duration of convocation to avoid disturbance to proceedings. I request everybody to please rise as the procession is ending. All are requested to switch off your mobile phones. Keep standing as the procession is ending. All the don't sit, guys.
Morning, all. Now I invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Amit Malik ji, Chairman Shri Jaipuria ji, Vice Chairman Shri Jaipuria ji, and dignitaries of this. Please write the ceremonial stamps. Equal Saraswati Bhavan.
कुंदे तू तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणावर दंड मंडित करा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभुतिभि देवै सदा वंदिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापहा
our Chief Amit Malik ji with the green certificate. I request our chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji to welcome the guest. Sir, as per the Jaipuria tradition, a tree has been planted in the entrance of. You can track the growth of the tree through the tracking number. Now I request our director, sir, to welcome our chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji. Now I request our director, sir, to welcome our vice chairman, Shri Srivas Jaipuria ji with the green certificate. Chairman, sir, I request you in your capacity as the chairman of Board of Governors of Jaipuria Institute of Management, Jaipur, to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
I now request the chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji, to kindly deliver his welcome address.
Vice Chairman of Jaipuria Institute of Management. Members of the council, members of faculty, some of them are sitting on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a matter of great pride. To the practice in management and leadership. This vision of people-focused leadership comes with a deep appreciation leadership is that it is never about position. Cornell and Oxford University. Mr. Malik has an illustrious career and was awarded top 40 HR leaders in the country. Back in 2014 by Asia Pacific HR Congress. However, what makes him distinct and unique is the principle ethics which he followed in life and work. His outstanding oratory makes him a brilliant speaker and an impactful thought leader. It is a privilege for all of us here that he is addressing the convocation today. I welcome you, sir, to the 15th convocation. Congratulations on your graduation. Today is a very special day for you, your parents, family, friends, and of course your teachers. Through the efforts and blessings of so many people, and through your own hard work and determination, we have achieved this feat. I must also congratulate the parents, friends, and family as you have lived up to the dreams and hopes. I feel proud that Jaipuria Institute of Management, Jaipur campus, would become a part of this wonderful journey as you have known you have learned and go. You must continually increase your learning the way you think. The diploma you are getting today is not the end, but the beginning of a career trajectory. Keep the hunger for knowledge and skill alive and keep learning always. My dear graduating students, your convocation ceremony is the beginning of a new, more exciting, and more challenging journey, especially when the world order is changing at a pace faster than most of us thought it to be. No doubt, India is emerging as one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. And global democracy and strong partnerships. India is also the third largest corn base in the world after US and China, over 8 trillion pounds, valued as US $278 billion. The startup ecosystem in India has shown that India could experience more than 100 billion. Grow the US Fed raises policy rates. We all remain hopeful and we need to contribute our best to ensure that we remain resilient and victorious. Students who are graduating today will not only be the beneficiaries of the largest of economic might of India, but also be a part of others with knowledge, skills, and positive attitude they have acquired. It gives me immense satisfaction that vision and there could not be been a better time and acknowledge it than today. On this momentous day, I would like to reiterate and share two important life principles. First thing I want to talk about today is the value of human relationships. We at Jaipuria pride ourselves on creating a work environment which focuses on human relationships and happiness. Young achievers like you often focus on the material aspects of the job, learning things, getting work done, throwing themselves into it, and what gets neglected is relationship building. My advice to you is do not lose sight of building human relationships. It will forever. Swami Vivekananda said, and I quote, relationships are more important than life, but it is important for those relationships to have life in them. Unquote. Another life principle which I want to share with you is give to get. It may sound contrary to worldly wisdom. However, it is the greatest attitude one can develop. Gone are the days when being competitive means stepping over the people for success. In the world of collaboration, you achieve success when people around you achieve success with your head. This is a great way to create great teams, which brings great success. To be helpful to others, be dedicated to share and give what you have in terms of intellect and skills. Be eager to teach others what you know and learn from others what they know. Your willingness to support others can open more doors and generate more opportunities. At the beginning of the new and exciting journey in your life, I hope that these advices will help you guide your own companions. I hope and pray that you will keep learning and achieve great success in your life and make us and your family and friends extremely proud of you. May God bless you with boundless hope, happiness, and excellent career ahead. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Now I request the Director, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, to present the annual report of the institute.
Distinguished chief guest of the ceremony, Sri Amit Malik ji, Chairman sir, Vice Chairman sir, learned faculty colleagues, and members of staff, our dearest graduating students, proud parents, distinguished guests, members of media, ladies and gentlemen. Management Jaipur for the year 2021-22. As the institute enters 17th year of its existence and today celebrating 15th convocation, one can easily see the metamorphosis in terms of both quantity and quality of educational delivery. We have successfully embraced and sailed through the winds of change and built it by bricks. The robustness with which we manage the students' learning and ensured stakeholders' well-being during COVID-19 pandemic is a live testimony of inherent strength of our system and the agility with which our faculty and management responded to the need of our students and other stakeholders. It has been a story of no loss of learning and no loss of well-being. And what can be more gratifying to see? 100% students graduating and sitting in front of us today in this hall got placed with record level of package and grade profile. The top 5 sectors where our students got placed are consulting, IT, edutech, financial services, and manufacturing. Our students have been placed in top companies such as Deloitte, EY, PwC, Barclays, SCL, Flipkart, Colgate, Byju's, and so on. In fact, this batch has broken multiple records in terms of highest and average package, prestigious profile, international placement, and multiple offers, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request all of you to please join your hands together and let us hear in the praise of our graduating batch for their achievement in placement, and in the praise of our placement team and great faculty pool who worked day in and day out for the success of our wonderful students. Astounding success such as this cannot be possible without building a conducive and thriving culture. As we take pride in calling ourselves a mission-driven B school, guided by the strategic mindset, the day-to-day manifestation of our vision and mission have been beautifully articulated in creating collegial environment and a set of 11 principles. These principles have emerged from what we have been practicing and believing as a larger family called Jaipuria. Principles such as student first, one Jaipuria, transparent practices, respect for others, lifelong learning, innovation and risk-taking, respect for diversity and personal choice, concern for environment and society, and so on, goes on to define who we are, and it has been carefully nurtured year on year and day by day. Some of the essential elements which constitute the core of our system are quality teaching, evidence of learning, relevant curriculum, impactful research, and engagement with the business community and society. On each one of these aspects, we made a very good progress in the year 2021-22. I would like to make special mention of our achievements in terms of research and publications and executive training program. Our faculty publication in graded peer review journals increased several fold, and with average faculty per faculty PRJ standing at 1.8 publication, which is comparable with the best in the business and averaging about 40 publications in a reference year. This also includes publication in A grade, Web of Science, and Scopus Journal. Our faculty also published books from Springer and Bloomsbury. Engagement of student in research and conference paper presentation is something our faculty worked on very closely and enthusiastically. I would also like to mention here that in executive education, our institute fared exceedingly well with in-house and online programs conducted for top corporates like AU Bank, Awas Financiers, Chennai Petroleum Corporations, etc., and trained more than 800 managers and top leaders on subjects such as managing success, leadership, negotiation, working in team, stress management, and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you once again to please join your hands together for our faculty and executive education. Students do better when they develop leadership. Leadership cannot be taught, but it can be learned. All our events are designed to provide hands-on opportunity to students to lead from the front and develop communication and leadership quality. Some of the signature events which created their own records in quality and expanse of participation have been Youth Conference, Sports Meet, Abhyuday, the Cultural Fest, Economic Times Jaipuria Budget Discussion, Management Conclaves, Life After 6 events, Rajdhan seminar, and impact making through blog writing, running YouTube channel, conducting talk shows. Jaipuria students have made a mark through all these and many more. The institute aims to prepare students who are leaders of common good through a variety of activities and engagement. Our systematic credit program is in place where students work with NGOs under winter internship scheme called WISH, Winter Internship for Societal Happiness. The Center for Sustainability and Happiness acts as a think tank for scholarly discussion papers and sustainability action plans. We have also won awards for the Campus Sustainability Orientation for Happiness and Positive Education from PhD-CCI. Jaipuria has also become a signatory to UNPRME, United Nations Principles of Responsible Management Education, and committed to contributing towards SDGs. Our new experimentation in contextualizing learning and developing leadership from Rajasthan-based leadership cases earned applaud from participating students and many other stakeholders. Sound mental health and well-being are vital elements for success, especially in pandemic time. Perhaps Jaipuria Jaipur is one among the forerunner in providing a credit course on happiness to students. This is not without reason that the prestigious QS ranking India chapter recently awarded Jaipuria Jaipur with the Institution of Happiness Award. The fee waiver announced by Jaipuria for students who have lost the primary bread earner in family due to COVID worked almost like a Sanjeevani for some. Food packet distributions to displaced laborers contributing to PM and CM COVID Relief Fund are just a few examples of how Jaipuria has risen to the occasion. Dear graduating students, today's ceremony is also called commencement. It could refer to commencing to your true education and learning. Remember, learning neither begins nor ends in classroom. It is a lifelong commitment we make today. Never lose sight of what you can give back to the society where you all have come from. To end my address, may I take the liberty of quoting Yash, the famous actor from South Indian movie who has risen from being a humble bus driver's son to the superstardom status of the order of KGF 1 and 2. In an interview, he said about success and life, and I quote, "वह struggle है ना जो बहुत कुछ सिखाती है। सक्सेस में तो सब आपको चढ़ाते हैं और सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन हार्डशिप और मुश्किल हालात से जब आप गुजरते हैं तभी आपको सीखने को मिलता है." Be prepared to take calculated risks and do not get deterred by failures. To get something you never had, you got to do something you never did. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, sir, I request you to confer the postgraduate diploma in management and postgraduate diploma in service management to the successful students.
Let the candidates for the award of postgraduate diploma in management be presented.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, sir, I present to you 207 students of full-time PGDM and PGDM SM program, including those in absentia who have successfully completed their respective program and have been found qualified for the award of the same. I request you, sir, that the postgraduate diploma in management be awarded to them.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as chairman of the Board of Governors of Jaipuria Institute of Management, I award you the postgraduate diploma in management and postgraduate diploma in service management and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned.
All the students to may please rise. And put their right palm on their heart and repeat after me. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall in thoughts, words, and deeds endeavors to be worthy of PGDM diploma conferred on me. You may sit down. The graduating students may now take their seat, and the graduating students will now receive their postgraduate diplomas as their name are called. Abhishek Bhusna. Anushi Agarwal. Chirayu Mittal. Deepak Kevlani. Divya Sharma. Shika Goyal. Lavishka. Anand Khandelwal. Mehak Goyal. Muditi Sahani. Nandini Gupta. Neha Singh. शब्दों साक्षी पुरोहित तरोली महेश्वरी वर्मा शर्मा अभी बताइए दूसरे सुहानी माथुर श्रीकांतनी मेहर चौहान गुप्ता आस्था अजमेरा Yeah, Lord. Sharma. Priyanshi Garg. Shweta Gujra. Mendola. Ashish Joshi. Ayush Jain. Nitati Khandelwal. Manthan Goyal. Shamaraj. Asta Ajmera. Naveen Singh Rathod. Jain. Anisha. Data. Nishtha Ora, Akash, Pranav Pratap, Sara Batalwar, Ridhima Bindla, Mohit, Anjana Goswami, Sakshi Agarwal, Amit Malik, Ashish Sardanagar, Malika, Radha, Maulik, Sharika, Garima Bhargav, Tushar Arora, Now I request the chief guest, Sri Amit Malik ji, along with all the dignitaries on the dais, to award the chairman's gold, vice chairman silver, and director's gold bronze medal to the meritorious student of PGDM and PGDM. Sir, this year's chairman's gold medal goes to Mr. Pramit Gupta. Sir, the vice chairman silver medal goes to Ms. Tulsi Oja for standing. Director's bronze medal goes to Ms. Shweta Butra for standing. Chairman silver medal in envisioning SM services management goes to Ms. Asta Verma for standing second in the order. Asta Verma, I pronounced. Good. Okay. This year's chairman's gold medal goes to Mr. Anshul Tiwari, who is not here. The director's bronze medal goes to Ms. Ria Jain. One more bronze medal goes to Ms. Riddhima Devla. May I request all the medalists to come forward for a group photograph. I now request you, sir, to award mementos and merit certificates to the candidates who stood first in the field of specialization in PGDM and PGDM SM program. Sir, I present to you Ms. Sanchi Katuria and Ms. Tulsi Oja. Stood first in order of merit in the marketing specialization in PGDM program. Sir, I present to you Mr. Manan Kandelwal. In the finance specialization in Sir, may I present to you Ms. Sachi Katuria again, as she stood first in the order of merit in human resource specialization. Sir, I present to you Mr. Pramit Gupta, and he stood first in the order of merit in IT operations specialization. Sir, I present to you Mr. Nilesh Shivanki and Ms. Rishika Goyal. Sir, I present to you Mr. Anshu Tiwari, as he stood first in order of merit in previous specialization. Sir, I present to you Mr. Shubham Mono, as he stood first in order of merit in taxation. Now, I invite Mr. Pramit Gupta, Gold Medalist PGDM program. Gold Medalist PGDM program to present the valedictorian speech.
Very good morning to all. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries. I feel immense pleasure in receiving this award. First of all, I would like to congratulate all my batchmates for receiving the degree. There were lots of people who helped me in this journey, starting with my parents. They were the ones who were always there with me throughout my life. Like they always helped me out whenever I needed. I would also like to express my gratitude towards my faculties and the staff members for the constant support and the encouragement throughout the PGDM journey. A special mention to CMC team on the behalf of the whole batch for assisting us throughout the placement season and going above and beyond. And also a special thanks to all my friends for helping me out in this 2 years program. A journey of Jaipuria was not only about the academics, it was also about the extracurricular activities and the fun we had during these 2 years, whether it's online or offline. These things helped me to enhance the overall personality and help me in developing the people management skills. The one thing which I want to say to my batchmates is explore as much as they can and make a college feel proud. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all of you for this award, and I assure you that I will justify this honor which you have given me, and I will always make Jaipuria feel proud. Thank you.
With this, I would like to introduce our chief guest. Our chief guest, Mr. Amit Malik, is the Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of Aviva India. He brings along 22 years of experience in business strategy, solutioning, sales, customer experience management, business restructuring, succession planning, and operations of large businesses across the banking, financial service, captive, insurance, and FMCG industry. At Aviva India, he plays a key role in advancing the company's mission and objectives, whilst keeping the brand relevant to the evolving business environment. Under his guidance, Aviva India has been strengthening its position as the most trusted private life insurance company in the country. He joined the company in December 2012 and has been part of Aviva leadership team since then. In his earlier role as the Chief People, Operations and Customer Service Officer, he was responsible for driving customer focus, operational excellence, and people agenda for the company. Mr. Amit holds a Bachelor of Engineering degree and is a management graduate from Symbiosis Institute of Management, Pune. He is also an alumnus of the School of Industrial and Labour Relations, Cornell University, Side Business School, University of Oxford, and a certified coach from International Coaching Federation. Before joining Aviva India, he has worked in leadership roles at Bank of America, Royal Bank of Scotland, American Express, GlaxoSmithKline Consumer Healthcare, and has undertaken regional assignments in Malaysia, Sri Lanka during his work period. Sir, I request kindly deliver the convocation address.
Good morning, everyone. My next speaker that we are Jaipuria, Dr. Prabhat, Director, Dr. Samar Sarabhai, Professor and Dean, members of the faculty, proud parents, and my dear students of the graduating batch of 2020. Indeed an honor to be present here today and to be invited to speak at your 15th Convocation ceremony. Thank you for giving me this privilege. You know, it's been 23 years. I started my career on 1st of June 1999. 23 years, and I know it's a long time. That I was sitting in a similar room with my batchmates, who are now friends and family, thinking of big things this corporate world would offer me, and having a lot of curiosity as to how my career would shape up and my working life would be. Well, we had limited choices in our times, and in your time, I envy the choices that all of you have. We only had a corporate world to go to. You all have choices to opt out. Become an entrepreneur. Become a YouTuber. I heard Dr. Prabhat saying some of you have YouTube channels. Be an Instagram influencer. Or just have any other career, a fitness coach, a trading expert, whatever that you desire. I'm saying this because I want you to understand how much the world has changed in 23 years. And I'm sure some of you would be younger than 23 and would not even have been born then. It is a world full of possibilities and it's a world full of chances. While you are sitting here at this wonderful juncture, you can actually decide what you want to do for the next 20-25 years of your life. What I will try today is to share some filtered learnings of my life, some guardrails, some guiding lights or pearls of wisdom, if you may say so. But these are just my views and may or may not resonate with you. Even if they do resonate with you, you may still fall in the trap and do certain things which I warn you against. but then it's okay. You know, a famous quote John Elia has always said, "कौन सीखा है सिर्फ बातों से, कौन सीखा है सिर्फ बातों से, सबको एक हादसा जरूरी है जिंदगी." You have to, these lessons will not be limited to your professional career. I'm going to share some lessons which will help you navigate in your life. There are 5 career-focused things that I'm going to share and 5 life-focused things that I'm going to share. They might sound too many, but I'll keep it short and crisp and within time. Let's start with the first one. You know, as I was walking through the corridors and Dr. Prabhat was taking all of us around, I saw the 5 Jaipuria principles, and something that I'm going to say resonated and was also visible there. I call it develop a simple skill of dependability. What is dependability? You show up at 9 o'clock in the office if that is what your manager expects you to do. You deliver a project within agreed timelines. You do good quality work. You are present when there is a crisis. Let me tell you, dependability is the easiest skill to build. It does not require any special talent. It is very sought after by all leaders, and yet it is very rare to find in today's young professionals. It's the easiest way that you can set yourself apart in an organization as you start your career. And you look at the brands that are dependable. There is Tata, there is Levers, there is Apple, there is the Jaipurias. The brands that set themselves apart because they are dependable, right? You will look at people who are dependable and are very successful, whether it's Rahul Dravid, whether it's Sachin Tendulkar, whether it's Max Verstappen if you follow Formula One, or Cristiano Ronaldo if you follow football, or an Akshay Kumar if you follow Bollywood. Right? They are good examples of performers who have gone on to excel in their respective fields. So being dependable is something that we all leaders look at. The second thing is try different things, take risks. Something I started to do much later in my life, and I wish I would have done earlier, and that is why I'm sharing. Maybe in our times the ecosystem was not so enabling, but that is today. It is very, very enabling. So if you are working in finance, know how your decision will impact sales. If you are working in marketing, look at how you can support the distribution growth of the company. If you are in human resources, check how you can simplify your operation so that the customer has a better experience. What I'm trying to say is have a big picture. Step outside of the role that you do and look at how it impacts the end outcome. If possible, and if your companies allow as you start your careers, work in more than one of these domains. Right? Have the fungibility. If you have majored and minored, try and use both functions of the MBA that you have done. Right? These decisions will have consequences, sure, but take these half chances. If your heart really lies there, take risks, especially at a younger age like yours. Don't wait till my age when I took those risks. Let nothing stop you from going after what you would want. I always believe people who take risks are only the ones who reap the rewards. Third, which I want to share is your career is a marathon, not a sprint. All of you have got jobs, you have all got placed. But always remember, consistency matters more than intensity. Intensity will only take you far and burn you out. Consistency is the real game changer. I don't know how many of you run, but it's the latest thing that people do. If you run a marathon and you want to be number 1 and you are at number 50, you have to start by beating the person who is at 49. When you beat him, then you become 48, then you become 47. And all of a sudden, over a period of time, while running those 42 kilometers, you will realize that there is no one else to beat and you are number 1. So as you start your career, remember it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's not about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Pace your career. The more consistent you are in doing the small things, the more chances are that you will achieve the big things that you desire for yourself. Sharadji said it, Dr. Prabhat said it, I'm also going to say it. Never stop learning new skills. Don't be arrogant that I've done an MBA and now I know everything. Marshall Goldsmith has written a very famous book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. Let me tell you, I have read this book 3 times in my career till now. And I was talking to my coach last month and she said, it's about time you read the book again for the 4th time. We all live in a world where skills are in demand and they are changing very fast. What is relevant today, in my time, would take 10 years to become outdated. In your time, it will not take more than 5 years to become outdated. That's the pace of change. So keep checking yourself. We always join into the organization and believe it's the organization's responsibility to develop us. Yes, it is. But it is also our responsibility to focus on ourselves. So when you start to earn, keep learning new skills as part of your kitty. Have a dedicated learning time and budget for yourself. Just like all organizations, spend on yourself to learn new course. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Invest in your learning. For now, industry looks at new skills which even the institute offers, like AI, ML, crypto, blockchain, Web3. These are good and would hold you good instead. Fifth thing that I want to talk about career is don't limit yourself by your designation. When you enter the corporate world, we all get designations. We will join industries which are various sizes, various different industries. Designations don't mean outside of the industry much. You will meet people who will tell you what you're supposed to do. Oh, you are assistant manager, this is what you're supposed to do. You are a junior product manager, this is what you're supposed to do. You are a brand manager, this is what you're supposed to do. Right? As per your band, as per your designation, as per your team. Listen to everyone. Right? But don't act according to everyone. Look at the organization, look at what it aims to do, and then decide how you can impact the organization. Like I said, I took the risk of moving out of human resources to operations and be the COO much later in my life. But when I got the opportunity, I made the most use of it so that I could then progress to what I do today and lead the organization. So remember, your role is not defined by your band, your designation, your salary, or what your predecessor did in the job. It is designed by what you decide to make of your job as you start your career. Those were some career skills that I wanted to share. Trust me, some of them may not be generally sustainable as they seem. They could be simple, but make an effort, keep them in your focus, right? And at the stage of the career, you will be able to advise. On the life skills, again, Sharaji and Prabhaji, talked about this. I cannot lay enough emphasis is embrace failures. It is your professional life and your personal life. You will fail. You will fail as a professional, you will fail as a person in an individual life. Take those failures as your lessons. Don't be sad. Don't get bogged down. Every time I will tell you, I meet a candidate and I say, what's your biggest failure? And if the candidate says he or she has no example, 9 out of 10 times I don't hire that candidate. Right? Because I believe that if someone has, every one of us has failures, but if you haven't had the learning from the failure, then your success is not built on a solid platform. One day it will all make sense to you, your failures. In hindsight, they will all get tied up. It will bring you happiness. I've seen this happen in my short life, and I promise you. My failures are more dear to me than my successes. I proudly say there are lots of scars that I carry on my back. Similarly, I expect you to embrace failures. I will encourage you to do that. Be proud of them. Keep moving ahead. Talk about your failures because that's where the learnings come from. Sometimes people will support you. Sometimes you will have to walk the path alone. But that does not matter. As long as you believe that what you are doing is right and it's in the right direction, I think you should follow that path. Sun Tzu said in his Art of War, I saw the beautiful library, I'm sure it has that book. Many of you have read it. It said, if you are strong, appear weak. If you are weak, appear strong. The mind manifests into action what it thinks consistently can be done. So that's how your thoughts should be. Don't fear failures. Something that I'm going to talk about, which I usually would never do 2 years back, 2 years before, is make fitness a priority. Let me tell you, in the corporate world, we all get bogged down by long work hours. We prioritize everything else. We don't prioritize fitness. I have lost 8 kgs in the COVID times. I used to do operations and human resources, and one day I realized after the lockdown that I needed some me time to think it through, and there was too much of stress, and I started to walk. Now I walk 45 minutes, 5 days a week, no matter what happens. But when I was thinking of the 10 things that I would want to share, I included this because I think it's a very crucial point. Fitness and health, if once lost, is not easy to restore. And they are very, very important for you to succeed professionally. Because if you are unfit, you are stressed, you are underproductive, you are unhappy, and much more. And that reflects in your professional journey. So go ahead and find that time for yourself. Even if you have to talk to your spouse, your parents, your girlfriend, find time, you will thank me later. Next thing that I wanted to talk about was explore the world and its beauty in its all forms. In simple terms, I'm going to tell you is work hard, it's okay, but even party harder. Right? Yes, you should party hard. Now, your definition of being, partying could be different. It could be going out with friends, it could be going for a movie, it could be reading a book, it could be going on a date with someone, it could be traveling around the world. It could be any hobby or sport that you regularly do. But don't waste your life. Let me tell you, don't waste your youth holed up behind the laptop. And I know people will say it's contrary to what a CEO should be saying. But I'm saying that don't get holed behind the laptop. Go out, explore, meet people, learn, travel, love, make friends, read, do everything in nature. When I walk in the office on Friday afternoon, sometimes at 4 or 5, I see young people like you working. I keep asking them, saying, don't you have anything else to do on a Friday evening, being in office at 5 o'clock? Right? I tell them, I have a wife and a kids to go to. Maybe you don't. You have your love life. You should go out, enjoy, see movies. I think you should do that. And I think it also keeps one sane and you don't lose hair. I have lost a lot of hair. So if you see my the second last thing that I want to share is be kind and uplift others. We were talking about it before this. I think your mental health and those of around you is more important than anything else. If you are facing a mental health challenge, anxiety, embrace it. Seek help from those you can trust. The world has changed when I started my career to when you are now going into the organizations. The organizations are very supportive. So be kind. Be kind to people. As they say, you never know what battle someone else is fighting internally. I'll quote, I don't know how many of you know Joaquin Phoenix. He is the man who got the Oscar for the movie Joker. And in his Oscar speech, he said something which has always resonated with me, and I will quote. He said, I think that when we are at our best is when we support each other, not when we cancel each other out for our past mistakes, but when we help each other grow, when we educate each other, when we guide each other to redemption. That was his Oscar speech, and I thought that was very good. So, always choose kindness and gratitude. We were discussing earlier, we have lost this whole ability to be kind to people and share gratitude. Sharadji, I think, said, give to get. I echo the same principle. Give to get. First give before you desire to get. Last but not the least is something that I've learned the hard way. Define what success means to you. We live in a world where everyone will tell us what is success. We start as we grow, our parents tell us what is success. Right? And I'm sure there are parents that forgive me if I'm saying this, but our parents define our success for us. When we get into the organization, our success gets defined by the corporate language of the corporate gym. The world will try and fool you into believing what success means. Right? Social media, all your friends would post pictures, Instagram. That is not success. You define for yourself what is success. Right? Everyone likes money, but how much is enough? Define it for yourself. Right? Success is not getting a new job with 30% increase every year or every 18 months. Decide. You need to decide. It's always good to have a bigger designation, but how much personal and family time are you going to sacrifice to get that? Ask yourself that question. I will tell you, when I got the role of doing COO along with CHRO, my boys at that time, I have 2 boys, and my boys the younger one at that time was, I think, 10. And when I told him I'm going to do 2 jobs, the first thing he said is, will you come home late? He didn't bother with that. That was his question. So decide for yourself how much you are going to sacrifice. Right? Willing to sacrifice. A BMW sure looks nice when you park it and when you drive it. But is that what you want, or you want to spend that money taking your parents and yourself on a world tour? Define your own parameters of success. You will be happy. And do what brings you happiness. Spending more money brings you happiness. Great. More travel brings you happiness. Great. Having money to take 2 months off in the hills and write something or read something, that brings you happiness. You decide. But choose your own parameters of success. You will be fooled by the others' ideas. You will all struggle. So be aware. When I talk to young people in my organizations or wherever I get a chance, this is something that I ask each and every one of them. What's your idea of success? And it's not time bound. It's not 3 years, 5 years. You can have your own time frame. But see, we are all running a race. You will enter into a corporate world and you will start to run the race. So define what race you want to run. I personally feel from my own experience, the more races you are able to say no to, the more successful you become in the end. In the conclusion, I'm very conscious of time. I hope you have picked up a few valuable lessons from the last 15-20 minutes that I've been sharing with you. I hope somewhere, somehow in your life, they will help you out. At the end of 2 years, remember your first job is your launch pad to the next stage. I've always believed water will find its level. Your first job doesn't define your career. When I always say, let me tell you, when I passed out, I got first job on campus in human resources, day 0, first, whatever the classification is. I had a very dear friend who got a job day 3 morning. But let me tell you, his family today, I'm so proud. He became the head of HR before I did. And that was my learning to say your campus job doesn't define your career. Right? So don't get bothered. Wherever you start, just go ahead. You are the brightest mind of this generation. You should never feel lesser than anybody. Don't give people the power to make you feel small, to make you feel less. I have worked with people from across colleges, India, abroad, wherever. They have been my peers, they have been my subordinates, they have been my bosses and managers. I've always believed what differentiates the best from the rest is what they get to the table and how much they are willing to put. It's not their college tag. College tags only take you as far. So remember, no matter where you come from or whatever you have done, this is your chance to write a new story, a story that is yours. Make sure your story has all the elements of drama, love, fun, work, heartbreak, or some success, laughter, and tears, and write a very good one so that 25 years from now, when you are standing where I'm standing and giving a convocation address, you can look back at your story, be proud, and share all the elements of the story. So to all your stories, all the very best and God bless. Thank you.
Thanks, sir, for making our students know some very path-breaking ideas of leading a life. With this, now I invite our director, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, to declare Best Alumni, Best Faculty, and Best Staff Member Awards for the year.
This year's Best Alumni Award in the category of professional growth goes to Mr. Nitin Kalani of the batch 2007-9. And I request Nitin to come on the dais, please, and receive the award. Congratulations, Nitin. This year's Best Alumni Award in the category of Entrepreneurial Journey goes to Rishabh Nahata. I request Rishabh to Congratulations, Rishabh. The best faculty of the year is awarded on the basis of students' rating and response, and based on the response of the first year and the second year taken together. The best faculty of the year award in teaching excellence goes to Dr. Varun Chotia. Congratulations, Dr. Varun. The best faculty in the category of overall positive impact on the student goes to Dr. Srikant Gupta. Dr. Srikant. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Srikant was also adjudged as the best faculty on the positive impact in the Pan Jaipuria campus. The best faculty award in the category of research excellence goes to Dr. Soumyaranjan Sahu. Congratulations, Dr. Sahu. We have award for the staff this year. The best staff award is based on students' rating and response, and based on the response of the first year and the second year students taken together, the most positive impact, the best staff of the year. We have 3 candidates this year who has got this award. The first one is Praful Jain from Placement. Congratulations, Praful, and well done. We have Gaurav Singh from PNC. And good job. And last but not the least, we have Himanshu Tiwari from Boys Hostel Wardens. It looks quite credible because wardens are the villains all the time. Allow me to end up my part with one information to all the graduating students that now from your batch onwards, your diploma is on the blockchain. We have already put it on, so you can access your diploma anytime through the blockchain.
Now I request Chairman Shri Sharad Jaipuria ji to present the momentum to our Chief Guest Shri Amit Malik ji as a token of our regard and appreciation. Now I invite the Vice Chairman Shri Srivas Jaipuria ji to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, friends. It is a great pleasure to propose this vote of thanks on the 15th annual convocation ceremony of Jaipuria Institute of Management in Jaipur. I'm especially happy to be coming physically to a convocation after a period of almost 3 years. I'd like to thank the chief guest of the occasion, Shri Amit Malik ji, for sharing his valuable time and his even more valuable message and experience with us today. He spoke about giving us the pearls of wisdom for our careers and our lives. He told us, each one of us, to write our own story, to be dependable, to be risk takers, to never stop learning, to not be limited by designation, to embrace failure, to make fitness a priority. While doing each one of these, it is essential that we do it in our own way and write our own story. I think your message was so profound, but yet so simple that it allows us to be able to follow it in each of our lives and each of the time periods that we are working. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank our chairman, Jaipuria ji, for his steadfast commitment towards providing quality education and his continuous guidance to the institutions. I'd like to thank the Director of the Institute, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, faculty, staff members for the continuous efforts of turning Jaipuria's vision of quality and contemporary education into a reality for students each and every day. Especially challenging in these past 2 years, 2020-22, where the normal functioning of the institute has been affected time and again due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Faculty and staff have shown tremendous adaptability and agility to ensure that learning continues through the ebbs and flows of the pandemic. They've shown a willingness to be lifelong learners, quickly adapting to new technology for online classes, events, and interactions. They have at many points put their students and the institution ahead of their own personal needs in these challenging times. I applaud them for their efforts. Most of all, I would like to thank our students and their parents for providing us with the opportunity to work along with them over the past 2 years with the common purpose of helping them fulfill their dreams and aspirations. In 2020, as the world was entering a phase of unparalleled uncertainty and fear, you students of the batch 2020-22, with the support of your parents and family, took the decision to invest in yourselves by pursuing your PGDM at Jaipuria Institute of Management in Jaipur. I'm sure that decision in 2020 was not an easy one. Each one of you was going through a phase of economic and personal uncertainties, as were each of us. You did not know how long the pandemic would last or how the world would look like once it got over. You did not know when colleges were going to reopen physically or how learning would take place in a new and uncertain world order. You did not know what would be the economic impact of the pandemic on your prospects of jobs when you were to graduate in 2020. I remember thinking in 2020 that this batch of students, you who are graduating today, who are taking the decision to invest at this moment in 2020, in the midst of all this uncertainty, are probably going to be the best batch of students that we are going to see in a while. These are the students. That are going to learn the reality of adapting to change and overcoming adversity like no other batch has ever before. These are the students that are going to come out confident and resilient. These are going to be the students that will be rewarded when they graduate in 2022 with a resurgent economy and plenty of job opportunities. To you, change and adversity are not buzzwords that are learned in classrooms. You have lived change and triumphed against adversity. I'm glad that we at Jaipuria have been able to play a part in your roller coaster journey over the past 2 years. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Chairman, sir, I request you to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Now I request all of you to kindly rise for national anthem. You may all sit down. Now the academic procession will leave the hall. The guests may please rise and remain standing till all the members of procession have left the hall. Dignitaries and graduates are requested to proceed for a group photograph near a cafe to mark the occasion. You all are requested to please join us for the group photograph, which will be followed by lunch.
ठीक है, इसकी बैटरी और ना एक केबल है ना Z6 की चार्जर की केबल है Z6 की है और इसकी केबल मान लो ना चार्जर सेल्फ ड्राइव में बैटरी चेंज कर देगा कहाँ जा रहा है